Hey everybody, welcome to the Tattooed Chap. I'm Drew, the Tattooed Chap, and today I want to bring you along on a training that we're going to be doing. All the chaplains on JBLM, so Air Force chaplains and Army chaplains and the 56 mics, the religious affairs NCOs and specialists are going to be doing a training, and we're going to go do a ruck march, but it's going to be kind of a different type of ruck march. I'm not quite sure all the details yet. All I know is I have to bring an empty rucksack, and I thought I'd bring you along. I thought I'd show you some of the stuff that we do as chaplains for training. Here on JBLM, we have a training once a month with division, once a month with corps, and then every other week with our brigade chaplains. Those trainings vary quite a bit. Today, it looks like it's going to be kind of a more fun physical one. So anyways, I thought I'd bring you along to show you what we're going to do. Let's get started. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Doing good.
If you fall out, I will catch you. Sergeant Suggs.
We do that at Home B this day. I want to welcome, who's new here within the last 6 months? All right. Raise your hands. Okay. Welcome. I want to welcome you. Yes, I want to say welcome out to Readiness Day. The whole purpose of these Readiness Days is to get to know each other, get to hear each other's stories. So as we're walking around today, number one purpose is get to know somebody who you don't already know, get to build that relationship up. The number two purpose of Readiness Day is to, for our purposes, is to teach you how to put on an event like this in your unit. These kind of events like this are meant for you to see one, then you can go back to your unit, you can do one, and then goes out to the next stage, the Chaplain Roostack stage, where you teach one. We want to help you make you better and make you value add it back to your command.
All right, morning everybody.
Good morning.
All right, hey, good to see everybody. At the time, we had a 2-star general there at Fort Campbell. He was our commander, and he said, Chaplain, he said, I love, the traditional Army suicide prevention model, but we're missing stuff. And I agreed. I said, there's the other side of the coin, which is valuing my own life, caring for myself first. He looked at me and he said, Chaplain, he said, I want to tell our soldiers, you can save your own life. So it's not a program, the value of life, it's a message, it's a philosophy that can be added to every other thing you do. As you guys well know, we've taught how many suicide prevention PowerPoints, right? Do our soldiers want that? No. They want to get out and they want something different. They love it because they're out doing something outside of the classroom. Commanders, first sergeants, sergeant majors, they love it. Why? Because it's PT, right? And it's training. And this will count as your 350-1 training. Because as we're going along, you're going to get the value of life talk points, but you're also going to get all the 350-1 requirements for suicide prevention training. Good deal, huh? Can't beat it. And we're going to be picking up sandbags. We're going to be dropping off sandbags. And you're going to see what that's all about. So we're going to move out. You're going to follow me.
No.
Hey, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
How we doing?
Doing good, doing good.
Getting ready for this?
First time I'm going to see you around.
This is a well-trained Army body right here. I hit 19 years in November. You got that patina.
Yeah. Lead the way. Come give me a hug. Come give me a hug.
So you guys just started out with an empty rucksack. You moved up here to this point, and now you just picked up a sandbag and added that to your pack. And let me just start by saying that life is like a journey, very much like the one we're on right now. Sometimes you're going along and you're just great. The sun is shining, life is good, no life issues. Or maybe you've got a couple life issues, but you're resilient, you're pressing on, you're making it. But then all of a sudden, perhaps, boom, that big life event happens, whatever it might be, that has now caused you to add some extra weight to your rucksack. And so you're carrying that extra weight now. And not every sandbag not every life issue are the same. Some are different. Some are bigger than others. Some are heavier than others. And for some people, they can carry that extra weight. They've got resources. They're valuing their life. But for others, it can become unbearable. And they might begin to contemplate suicide. What are some of the suicide-related issues that could cause someone to have that extra weight they can't carry? Financial issues, that's right. Relationship, that's probably what we see is one of the biggest ones.
A very close loved one that you love.
That's right. You lost a close loved one, so you're going through that grief and depression, and that can cause them to take that big dive. It's too much to bear.
Drugs and alcohol.
Drugs and alcohol. And what happens? You mix the relationship issue with alcohol. As we've seen, that can be a recipe for disaster. So now you've got that extra weight, okay? And again, all these life issues are different. Some are bigger, some are heavier than others. But whatever that life issue is that just happened, that added that extra weight to your pack, is going to make this next leg of the journey that much more difficult. Get ready to follow me, and we're going to move out.
I could probably get a heavier one.
But there by the... Hey! Who's this? You doing a time lapse?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm actually recording.
Excellent.
Yeah, so they cut it.
My name is Chaplain Hughes, and I'm from 16th Cap 1229. And Army aviation is above the best. Okay, that's all I have to say about that.
It's true because they're up in the sky because they're aviation, so they're above the best that's down below. So it doesn't mean that they are better, they're just above the best.
So the suicide training today is a little bit different. So normally we focus on the other guy, right? It's always about check your buddy, check your buddy, check your buddy. Today is the first focus on self-care and the value of life. As a reminder and affirmation of what we believe, we recognize that life has value and meaning and purpose. Our life matters and we can save our own life. We have power, responsibility, and resources to first care for ourselves. The first sandbag that you added to your bag, life issues, the things that happen, bad things happen, right? So the second sandbag is that reaction, that initial reaction where, hey, look, I'm trying to fix this, but it goes the wrong way. So we've already named a few of the things. What are some other things? So we said isolation, that's one of them. What are some of the other poor decisions that we could make if we are going through a hard time?
Self-medicating, substances.
Exactly. Drink our problems away. What's something else?
Taking my work stress out on my wife and kids at the end of long days.
Carrying all that home, sharing it with the family even though they don't want it.
It's about doing nothing, thinking you can just go it alone, dig yourself out of your own hole, not ask for help, ignore the problem. So we're going to move out to this next point, and you're carrying this extra weight because you made a poor choice. You didn't ask for help, okay? So as we're moving from here to our next point, I want everyone to start thinking about how you can proactively ask for help and where you'll go to ask for that help. But for now, until you ask for that help, you got to carry the extra weight.
I sign autographs.
Sid rules.
Sid rules. Always remember that. Sid rules. Sid Bishop.
Hold on. I'm amazing.
It's because we're 423 infantry and we serve. So far, so good. We're having a good time, getting a good ruck in, and getting some good training. So, yeah.
When you say you feel love and good things are hard to see when you pray.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Chaplain Tom Miller. Great to see all of you. Hey, so far today's ruck has got progressively harder, right? Got to this point carrying 2 sandbags, got a little more difficult, right? How many of you asked for help along the way? I don't see any hands. Hey, did you know that you could have dropped a sandbag if you'd have asked for help? You could have slowed down if you'd have asked for help. And that's the way it is for our soldiers, right? They're carrying these loads and they don't have to carry all that weight if they ask for help. And here on JBLM, our commander encourages our soldiers to actively and boldly seek help, but many don't. Why do you suppose that is? Yeah. What's that?
Stigma.
Stigma, okay. What's stigma?
Weak or failure.
Okay.
You're not going to get promoted. You're not going to get all sorts of things.
All right. Okay, stigmas. Afraid that they're going to look weak.
We're trying to change.
Right. Yeah, we're trying to work on that. I saw another hand up. Yeah. All right.
They want to look different.
Okay, they don't want to look different from other people. Right. Okay, great. Okay, hey, there's a lot of reasons. Yeah, go ahead.
The pride, sir. They like to ask for help.
Okay, outstanding. So their pride gets in the way. So they don't ask for help. They don't want to look weak. Okay, great. Yes, Sergeant Major.
It can be that you're not comfortable to talking to your leadership about it.
Okay.
You know, not building that relationship. You just don't feel like it's working.
Okay, so Sergeant Major said you might not feel comfortable talking to your leadership, asking for help. Okay, great. Hey, there's any number of reasons that soldiers don't ask for help. But say they get beyond those reasons and decide, okay, I'm going to ask for help. What are some of the resources that they might have available to them?
The chaplain.
The chaplain. All right, chaplain's a good resource, right?
Whoa, come on.
What else is out there? Got medical, got the chaplain. What else?
Military one source.
Military one source, all right. What were you going to say, Sergeant Suggs? Chaplain assistant. Thank you.
Whoa, 56.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
No chaplain assistants. Religious affairs specialist NCO. Chain of command is right. Chain of command is a source. All right. Hey, and the deal is once they seek that help, it provides them hope. And so there's still work that needs to be done. There's still some financial work that needs to be done. A relationship that needs to be repaired. And that's why right now you've still got one sandbag left in your ruck. But now you've got guidance, you've got upward direction, and you've got hope. All right, so move out to the next point.
Right.
Whoa, let's go.
3, 4, 5, 6.
4. Okay.
Fourth litter. Drop your sandbag on it.
4th litter. Hey, how's it going? Most cool. I think this is it.
All right. Woo. Good job, guys.
Whoa.
All right. You just got all the rocks out of your rucksack. You unloaded your burden because you asked for help. You sought the resources. You valued your own life. It feels good, doesn't it?
Whoa.
You did the right thing. You overcame the stigma, and now here you are. So up until this point, we focused on more of the self-care side of things, the value of life side. But now it's time to start considering those to your left and your right. Because you might find out that those to your left or your right, your buddies, are going through the very same thing you just went through or something similar. But here's the key. Now you're in a better position to be able to help them. Why? Because you just helped yourself. You valued your own life. So up until this point, again, we've talked about the value of life and self-care. Now we got to talk about buddy care. And so at this point, you know what's going on. You look around to your buddies, to your left, to your right. What are some of the warning signs of suicide that you might see your buddy experiencing?
Being withdrawn, sir.
Being withdrawn. Yep. Who else? What else? Back there.
Giving all their stuff away.
Sergeant Major, yeah, giving all your stuff away. That's really odd. You know, what's going on with that? And the key is knowing each other. The key is knowing your soldiers, knowing your buddies. So when you see those warning signs, you know what to do. And what do we do, guys? We know the model in the Army is what?
Ask, care, escort.
ACE, which stands for? Ask, Care, Escort. So here's the deal. As members of this team, your unit, JBLM, value of life teaches us we have to stay connected to each other. We're valued members of our team. You got to stay connected to your battle buddies, to your friends, to your family, to your unit. How about God? Come on. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay. So you think this next stretch, just a walk in the park. But now what we're getting ready to do, 6 people per litter, you just put your burden on that litter. And our value of life and our CG wants to reinforce your team will always support you. So with that, we're going to share each other's burdens. We're going to support each other. And we're going to do
One litter carry. All right, 6 per litter. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we got the sandbags on the litter and having a good time. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, that's called proper coping skills right there. So.
I just took my break.
Oh, got it. Doing great jobs. Doing great things for the Army, for yourselves. Hey, Sergeant Allen, you need to be carrying stuff.
I just took my break.
Okay, okay. Well, everyone, that was our morning training, and it was kind of cool. I didn't realize what it was going to be, but it was on the value of life and suicide prevention, how you can implement something like this in your unit. So you guys just got to see what we did. You can apply it at your unit as well. Great training in a couple ways. You know, you got the physical side, and you also have the spiritual mental health side. So, and I'd say also relational, because we got to hang out with each other, and sometimes our soldiers just need a good place to hang out with one another. A lot of chaplain events can be like this, where you're doing something fun, something cool, and kind of taking that as an analogy to apply to life. At least that's how I do a lot of different events. So, oh, and again, if you like this stuff, make sure to hit the like button. Also, share this with other chaplains, because they may need some help in developing these types of programs and these types of events, and not just chaplains, but also religious affairs specialists and NCOs, because they are an equal part of the chaplain team of the UMT, the unit ministry team. They can plan something like this too. So anyways, make sure to share it. And if you have not yet done so, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because we'll have chaplain stuff on a regular basis. Just 1, to fellowship, 2, to help each other grow, because we are a learning community, and also because it makes my day. Anyways, have a great one, guys. God bless you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.